This is day 8 of Swift. Due to technical difficulties, I won't be able to show my face, but that's okay. We're still going on strong. Oh, also, if you want to check out the Swift UI version, it should be up by now. As for today, I learned a lot about structs, but not too much, but just enough for me to really just see how things truly work when it comes to creating code in general for applications, right? So structs are just types that you create yourself and not the computer this time. So for example, I did another anime reference called Struct Anime to create my own anime because from what I understand is that structs are essentially the blueprint of whatever you're building. So like imagine a struct is a parent, it has these certain characteristics, and then once when two parents come together, they create something, right? A child. And at line 22, that child is basically the instance of anime. Name and is shonen are stored properties, which is just properties that you can store values in. So string, int, bool, double, whatever, right? Now, line 13, this is not a stored property. This is a computed property, which basically a property that runs code to figure out its value. So right now I'm figuring out the value for whether or not if this anime is shonen or not. Is this anime for kids or for adults? Now here I need some help clarification just like to understand this. To me, I think when you add a did set, you're changing the computed property to a stored property because it does not give me the error anymore that I should return an integer because like I said before up top, you're trying to figure out its value for computer properties. And because it's not doing that for me, it's like, okay, I guess it's a stored property now. If I get rid of this, it's gonna say I have to return something, which I know that already because that's what computer properties do. But once when I add it back, it doesn't say anything. So in my assumption, I'm guessing that the did set turned it back into a stored property. That's what I think. But let me know in the comments below if this is true or not, and like just to further help me better understand this, right? So, to my knowledge, a did set just helps you observe the property as it's being changed when you're doing some sort of computation or changing its value, right? It's like, for example, with this download for the file, you know how the progress screen goes up based off the percentage. So I just did that. After I initialized it, I did Dragon Ball Z Sparkling Zero. I'm downloading the game, but then here it's kind of like the progress is at 0 now. But then every time I update the progress, the did set is automatically being aware of that. And now methods, right? Methods are just functions inside of structs. So there's nothing really different about it but the name change. Now mutating functions are very interesting because you want to have functions that change the values of certain properties because of certain use cases, right? So for example, I was able to change the balance for my bank account for the anime checking account, but for my savings account, I wasn't able to because that's why I commented out.